This is the 2020 Yamaha MT-03, Yamaha's smallest and newest addition to the MT line. It shares much with its small bore cousin, the YZF R3, including the chassis and engine, albeit with a more relaxed and upright riding position without a fairing. At $4,599, it has the lowest MSRP in the small bore naked class, but it has the stance and the presence of the other more powerful MT models. Sharp lines and LED headlights, taillight, and turn signals are what you'd expect from more expensive machines. Powering the MT-03 is the same fuel-injected 321cc parallel twin used in the R3, featuring a 180-degree crankshaft, an 11.2-to-1 compression ratio, which is squeezed by forged pistons connected to carburized connecting rods, and 4 valves per cylinder with dual overhead cams. The MT-03 engine is claimed to be easy to control for beginners while being entertaining for experts. Rear suspension duties are handled by the same monocross rear shock with a 7-step preload adjustment that is fit to the R3, while at the front the MT gets softer front springs in its 37mm KYB upside-down fork, although it has 6mm more of internal preload. Compression dampening has been also decreased for a less aggressive ride. Ergonomics are more relaxed with a handlebar that is 39mm or 1.5 inches higher than the R3, and 19mm or 3/4 of an inch further back towards the rider. Foot peg position is also in the same area as the R3. The seat height on the MT is the lowest in the class at 30.7 inches. On the road, the seating area felt cramped due to the flared area at the top of the tank. Yamaha likes to describe as a wide shoulder stance. At 5'10", my knees were at the limit of space available. Taller riders, beware. The little MT's engine loves to be revved, but it's definitely not a torque monster. Once you're in the upper rev range though, it builds entertaining power. Just don't lug it out of corners, especially if you want to make time on your twisting back roads. Throwing the MT-03 around shows its real strength, a light and flickable character that despite its lighter suspension settings is still composed when pushed. On the road, the small Yamaha tips into corners quickly and easily, without requiring much input from the rider. Mid-corner corrections and bumps don't upset the chassis even a little bit. 298mm single front disc matched to a twin piston Akebono front caliper had a beginner-friendly initial bite with adequate power for the MT-03's intended usage. When more is asked and you get deeper into the lever, the front brake feels wooden. Squeeze harder and nothing really happens past a certain point. At the back, the single piston caliper and 220mm disc has plenty of power and feel. Overall, the MT-03 is a great naked machine. It's a wonderful entry-level motorcycle that also provides enough performance to entertain riders with more experience. As long as you don't have long legs, the 2020 MT-03 is a solid choice in the small naked segment.